Hi, my name is Rafael Zeligzon. The first thing I want to propose, if it's okay with the members, is, and with the chair, is a moment of silence for the Orlando victims, if it's okay.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, and very well well-timed and intended. Thank you very much. We'll take a quick moment of silence in honor of the and recognition of the victims of the Orlando shootings. Thank you. Thank you, Raphael.
Thank you. Well, I guess everybody knows me by now. My name is Rafael Zeligzon, and it's my, I don't know how many appearances I appeared before you guys about the bodega, 442 Burnside Avenue. Let me start with the meeting we had on May 17th, where I had a conversation with you, Mr. Kehoe, regarding the bodega in private, and you mentioned the fact that Cahoots, was closed down because it met a certain criteria. Am I right? Well, in my eyes, Cahoots was not in a residential neighborhood. They were maybe a nuisance, but it's basically a commercial neighborhood. I don't know how much of a level of illegal activity was there. I don't see anything wrong with having, whatever, call it a strip club, a strip bar, not my type of thing, but to each his own, okay? But again, it was not in a residential neighborhood. The bodega is in a residential neighborhood. Okay, that's point number one. After the meeting I had with the town council, after the conversation I had with you, Mr. Kehoe, I went down to the parking lot with Mr. Mark Weinberg, and we did have a conversation. And after, I don't know, a few minutes, 2 police cruisers show up. And I am ordered, and 2 of the cops in the police cruiser, first of all, I'm not going to mention any names, okay? They know it was a female that asked me to move on, and then there was a male that didn't ask me anything. I asked him, I go, officer, he goes, Raf, I'm only an Indian, I'm no chief. So I was hustled away. I could have stood my ground and said, this is a public place, I'm not loitering. I don't see any reason why I should leave, okay? Mr. Weinberg was not told to leave the place, only me. Now, I ask myself, why? And the writing is on the wall. It's maybe the mayor called the cops. I don't know. I don't know. You can smile, Mayor, that's okay. I don't know, okay? When I appeared the first time, when I asked you to sign the copy, which you said you're going to sign when you walked into the police department, when I had a few copies, I offered you to sign it. You denied it, even though there was a witness. So if you tell me, no, I did not call the police, I have a hard time to believe it. But we leave it like that, okay? My question is, why? Why was the police called? Am I a bad guy? Okay. One of the officers was very uncomfortable because he knows me very well. Because I would say maybe 7, 8 months ago, he conducted a traffic stop on Hillside. And the car in front of him, all of a sudden, a guy comes out of the car. Now, I know the rules. You get stopped, you sit in your car. All of a sudden, a guy comes out of the car while I pass. What I did is a U-turn. I came behind, and the officer looks at me and goes, Raf, don't worry, he's okay. I checked him out. And that was it, okay? Because if, God forbid, something would have happened, I would have gotten involved, okay? I'm sure he would have gotten involved too. It doesn't matter. I don't ask questions, okay? But I ask why. This officer was in my place. I assisted this officer with a video event where the robbers were caught robbing the bodega and a bank. Is this what I deserve? Now, you know, I was talking to an attorney about it. He goes, Rafael, you want to file a suit, a police harassment suit? Do you want to file a civil rights suit? I said I might. But you know what made me change my mind? Last time I was talking to the chief outside. He does not know. I didn't tell him that I saw an attorney, but he made me think and change my mind because he's a nice man. You know, we had a long conversation out the doors and in the parking lot. So I figured, you know, I'll drop it. Now, Mr. Keel, you know, we were talking about a police report, okay? A summary. Then I had to almost, I wouldn't call it beg, but insist on a more complete police report. Now, I want to play a small recording what I'm facing, okay? A recording that basically it's a town council meeting, okay? Just like I did once. I'd like to play it again. No, I guess I'm done. I would look for, okay, I'm requesting a more complete police report. Not a summary what happened in the store or neighbors. Arrests around the vicinity, a close radius around that store. That would be more complete. Fair enough?
Okay, thank you.
Excuse me?
I said thank you.
Can I get an answer?
That is something, if you want to request that information from the police department, that's fine. And we'll make sure the police respond to you.
Well, who requested this?
That was requested by the town council because you had raised issues, and as we are hearing that for the first time, we as the town council wanted to hear from the police department as to what was being done with regard to that particular business that you had raised a question at the first time you were here.
Okay, well, can the town council, this is not me, it's the town council, can they request another report of arrests around to the close vicinity of this bodega?
The town council can request information from the administration on a whole host of issues, sure.
Well, you didn't give me an answer.
I'm not saying we are going to. I'm just saying we have.
Well, why not?
Because you asked whether we have the ability to ask for that information.
Well, you asked for this one, you can ask for...
We could certainly do that, sir. I'm not telling you that we are going to do that at this point.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Anyone else wish?
You see, Mr. Keel, nothing personal. This is what I'm trying to play in this tape. You know what I call this? Bubblegum talk, okay? Why can't I get a straight answer? Okay, yeah, we'll order another report. It's almost like I have to struggle to get something done because maybe the people in this body are not too enthusiastic to do anything about the bodega. So yeah, we got the report, and I appreciate it because finally you asked for it, we got it. Now, the report shows that crime is up. And I kept talking about what are we waiting for? Another disaster? I mean, we had robberies, we had pistol whipping. Now, I'm not waiting for another disaster. It will happen. I hope not. I just hope not. But it will. It just like, and it's not a good comparison, just like with terrorism. The signs are on the wall, okay? The signs are on the wall with terrorism. And all this country is busy doing is discussing bathrooms, like it's the most important thing. Bathrooms instead of, do we face a danger? We do. Is this bodega a nuisance? A crime-breeding area? Yes. We have a heroin problem. We have, as all of you know, okay? What are we waiting for? You know, nobody has the, call it, balls to do something. That's, you know, I'm asking, you know. I'm sure I'm not going to get any answers tonight. You know, yep. I know already the drill, but I'm still going to be, call it, a pain in the, you know where. I am, sure. Okay? I just want to give you some more pieces of paper, and then I'm going to address the mayor kind of quickly.
Yeah, because okay? Raphael, as I indicated.
Just, no. I just want to give the mayor. Is this something you published? Please.
You know, if you've got a bunch of them, just hand them here, and we'll save you some time, and we'll pass them around. Don't worry about it. Yeah.
Is this a letter you published on the internet? Am I right? I mean, I read it. Now, you know, internet, you look at a website, they all look good. They all look good. Now, I just want to go over a few points, okay? Okay, it's a remarkable place to live, work, and raise family because it possesses dynamic business environment, questionable, okay? Citizens who are committed of making East Hartford a very special place to thrive. Am I at least trying, Mayor, to make it a safer place? You can tell me yes or no, okay? I mean, poker faces are okay, too, you know. Okay, livable neighborhood, quality government, and pro-business mentality. Questionable, okay? Safe place. Is my neighborhood safe? Is it becoming safer? I make you guys aware about the neighborhood. Is it becoming safer? Are you doing anything to make it safer? Or we're afraid of a lawsuit? Okay? I'll just give you another piece of paper, personally. Okay? Yeah, we'll do it fast.
Yeah, we can hand them out.
Okay,
don't worry about it. All right, and then we'll
getting a job as a mailman.
Don't worry about it.
Okay? Did you get one? Come on. Okay. I'm sure you guys recognize that part, right? If you read it fast, you don't have to read all of that. Do you remember the Starbucks camera that was discovered a few years ago in 2011? Right? Here is a guy that gets involved. I get involved. Where others, they would see the camera, other businesses, hey, let's take the camera and trash it. Didn't even occur to me. The only thing I did, which was, you know, I didn't cross the lines. I offered it to the manager of Starbucks. She didn't have time. I said, I got something to tell you. She didn't have time. I took it home. I uploaded the video of that camera. Okay? Never manipulated anything. Cops were in my place a day later. I reported it to the police, to the West Hartford police. They said, why don't you come and report the crime? I said, it's not my place to report that crime. It's Starbucks. Why don't you come and get the camera? They said, well, we can't. I go, well, I'll be there in the morning. I handed it to Starbucks. The cops came over. They questioned me. They took my computers to wipe off the hard drive, and they returned my computers. Okay, never mind, they got rid of the whole operating system. okay? Because they were concerned about, liability, okay? So here is a guy that gets involved, okay? And then, on top of it, May 17, I get 2 cops hustling me. One of them, by the way, I even saw her a day later directing traffic. She's very pretty. She's beautiful. And I said to her, when you mean, you even look prettier. That's what I told her.
Oh, Raphael, don't do that.
What? No. Let's.
All right.
It's true. The mayor probably knows the most of the cops. She's a pretty cop.
As I indicated, Raphael, if you can.
But anyway, I'm going to wrap it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
So we have the report. Crime is up. Do you agree, Mr. Keogh? Come on, without bubblegum talk. Just, do you agree with me? I mean, it's black and white.
Well, actually, if you're talking about the report relative to the area surrounding 442 Burnside, that what I have here is a 3-year summary. I haven't added up all the statistics. It looks like the March 2015 to March 2016 and the March 2013, March 2014 are fairly similar. So it looked like it went like here, then it dipped, and then it went back up to that same level again, which...
You almost sound like, what's her name, Janet Yellen, okay? The head of the Federal Reserve, okay?
All right.
Like my son says to me, today from Israel, he goes, Dad, very important. I go, yeah, she's going to try to calm everybody down, but guess what, Randy? We're all going downhill financially, okay? Don't let them kid you.
All right.
But anyway, I'm going to appear next time, if you don't mind.
Sure.
But I suggest that you guys take it seriously.
Yeah,
and please, I don't know where the chief is. He told me that he might show up after I had a conversation with him.
He didn't have anything on the agenda now. Well, actually he does, but that's right, the memorandum of understanding.
I figured that when I'm done here, maybe I should get a high-level escort from him. Yeah.
Well, you had a good conversation last time around, obviously, because you ended up missing the council meeting, which is the reason why you were here. You were here for the first time around.
And you guys said, "Oh God, we were saved by the chief." But right. No. The point is, okay. I can joke, you see, I don't know if you guys know a little bit of history, okay? And I'm no comedian, okay? Italians out of misery sang the opera. The blacks sang the blues. That's history. Jews out of misery, they decided to become a comedian. I would starve as a comedian, but I like sometimes to lighten up some things that are very important. Sometimes people will say, if it's so important, why is he laughing about it? Because sometimes that's the way it is.
Great. All right. Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yep. Okay. We'll move on.
One thing I want to ask, okay? I know I'm being resented by the mayor. I know it. I can feel it. I cannot change how people feel about me, okay? But I don't think there's any reason to resent me. I think I should get your blessing. I should have gotten a phone call from you saying, hey, Raphael, they caught the robbers. But one of the deputies called me up and said, Raphael, you helped us, we got them. Okay? But it's not going to happen anymore. Because it's not going to lead anywhere. Do I want a disaster to happen for the place to close down? No. Absolutely not. Do you want me to go away, Mayor?
Okay,
I'm
Raphael.
sure you do.
Thank you.
But I'm still
okay. Have a good night. Anyone else wish to speak? Take care now.
Good night. You're good and smiling.
Have a good night.
Bye.
All right, Susan.